Ridley Scott's Western movie Free Walkers was cancelled due to melted snow. Scott's busy schedule and commitment to other projects contributed to the cancellation. Costume designer Janty Yates would have loved to see Scott make the movie, which has a gorgeous script. Ridley Scott's Western movie Free Walkers has effectively been cancelled due to the work of Mother Nature. The director was set to film his take on the popular genre this summer, but the shoot has been scrapped because the snowy landscape he intended to use has melted. While this sounds like an unusual reason for an entire movie to be tossed away, Scott's longtime collaborator, costume designer Janty Yates, was able to explain exactly why a lack of gleaming white snow proved to be an insurmountable problem for the production. Scott is very rarely too far away from his next movie project, whether that is behind the camera or as a producer. Last year, he released the Joaquin Phoenix starring Napoleon, and this year returns to the world of Gladiator, with a belated sequel that will hit cinemas in November. In addition to this, he also acts as producer on two Alien projects, the Fede Alvarez movie Alien, Romulus, and Noah Hawley's untitled Alien TV series. In total, Scott is attached to produce almost 20 projects in the next few years. It is partly down to this extremely hectic schedule that Scott's production on Free Walkers has been cancelled, but mostly down to the natural world moving in unexpected ways and nixing Scott's plans to film his Western in the snow. Explaining to Awards Daily why the film has been unavoidably cancelled, Yates said, "It's a film that's not going to happen because it's set in the snow, and it's called Free Walkers. Basically, the snow went. By the time we prepped it, we would have been shooting in midsummer. I don't know what will happen. We shall see. I would love if it would happen because it's such a gorgeous script. There's no business without snow business for Scott's Western." Scott is not short of work, but the idea of having to completely cancel one of his movies, which has a finished script, is probably a hard pill to swallow. The harsh truth of the matter, though, seems to be that there are only so many hours in the day, and the ambition of Scott's Western shooting in a snowy environment is just a step too far. The chance of Free Walkers ever working under Scott's direction looks to be impossible due to the director's many commitments. He would have an incredibly tight shooting window, which would all be dependent on the constantly changing climate playing ball and giving him the snow-covered landscape that he requires. Additionally, filming would have to be completed within that one season, including any pickups and reshoots. To ensure continuity across the movie, there have been many productions that have found a way around nature's inability to stick to a script in the past, but Yates seemed to imply that if Scott was going to make Free Walkers, then it would either be filmed in a naturally snowy environment or not at all. It could end up being this desire for authenticity, one which has often led to many successes throughout Scott's career, that ultimately prevents Scott ever getting to make his Western movie. For now, Gladiator 2 will be Scott's next directorial effort to hit cinemas, and it looks like it is set to be another Oscar contender in waiting. Audiences will have the chance to see that movie in cinemas from November 22 in the US, or a week earlier on November 15 in a number of other territories.